Hi everybody. I am flipping this around. We are going yeah, we are going to do a spontaneous video. It's late. It's probably about 11 o'clock on Friday night, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and put this up here real quick before it makes everybody dizzy. Okay. And I was bored upstairs, and Debbie is sleeping. And so I thought I'd come down here and do something, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I will show you a few things I got at the Dollar Tree and a couple of things I got at Salvation Army, and then we're going to do something, and I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but I wanted to come on and say hello. That's the reason why you saw my face for about 2 seconds, just so just so you can say that I showed myself for a moment. I hope everybody's doing good. Dan was supposed to be off this weekend, and his boss called, and he has to work another site tomorrow, which I wasn't real happy about, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess, right? Okay, I'm going to show you what I picked up. Well, some of this, I picked this up today. This is the only thing I picked up at the Salvation Army today, and I paid $1 for it. And yes, it's almost Halloween, but it was only $1, and I can use it next year, and it would be great for magnets. Or you could just use a little bit of it, you know, just the spider and not this round part, and just part of the spider web to put on frames and stuff like that too. So it had a multi-purpose, and it's an ice cube tray is what it is, but it's $1, and it's flexible. So you could use it for either clay or resin or the Mix2Mold. So for $1, I picked that up. Now, I was in another thrift store the other day, and it's called PDI, and it's in Clarksville, and it's a nonprofit organization for autism. And the only thing that I was able to pick up there, and of course you can see the price tags, I paid $2, and that's these little cups. And yes, I had cups, but I will always buy these when I can find them. For that, I think it's the same size, or maybe a little bit bigger. Oh, these are a little bit bigger. So, yeah, okay. I've got different sizes now. And for $1.50, for let's count and see how many. Oh, it tells you. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get the ounces off the bag. That's weird. It's 3.5 ounce, I believe. Yeah, 3.5. So they're a half an ounce bigger than what I had. So I paid 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21, 22. There's 22 right there. 24, 26, 28, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 44. Oh, these are different. Okay, so I paid $1.50 for 44 cups. So about 3 cents a piece, 3.25 cents a piece, not even that, 3.2 cents a piece. Not, let's just round it off and say 3 cents a piece for those. Yeah. And these are even smaller. I didn't realize these were smaller, but I'm sort of glad they are. Paid 50 cents for these, and I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 32. I got 32 for 50 cents. So, a penny and a half per cup. And these are this size. And those are 2 ounces. And I sort of like that size, really. So, I'm going to put these up where the rest of my cups are. And I've got my cups now to choose from. Okay. And I went to the Dollar Tree. I didn't buy a whole lot, but I did buy those. They're little bells. You can do them thick for magnets, or you can do them thin and put on something. You could use clay, either polymer clay or air dry clay. If you use polymer clay and you want to bake them right in here, you can do that and then pull them out when they're baked. And I got these. It's the penguin one. Same thing. You can use them on frames, you can use them on magnets, you can put them on different things that you're making. You could do them thin and put them inside coasters with resin. It's just a good thing to have. I wanted these. These are the bigger bells, and so I got both the gold and the silver. And then I got the multicolor lights. I got 2 sets of those to have. And they were just pulling their Christmas stuff out. So I'm sure mine will have more in the near future. Okay. And then I got some of this. Let's see. I'll show you these. So this is beanbag filler. Can you see that? I paid $1 for it. Red was $1 tag at Salvation Army. And it is a beanbag filler, but this is really good for packing. And I thought I'd try to put some in resin and see what they look like too. Okay, and I got this stuff. I got this because the other day I was cutting on this, and this was only 50 cents because the yellow was half off. The red was 50 cents. And so I got that. Yeah, I'm trying to pull the tab off of it. And it was straight. It's gotten a little weird since I put it in there, but it will. You warm it up and you bend it, and but it's a cutting mat. And I thought it would be good just to have it out here when I wanted to cut something. So that was 50 cents. Oh, I got these. And I paid $1.99 minus my 25% senior discount. So I paid $1.50, I guess. I thought they were cute. They reminded me of Pioneer Woman. Oh, they are Pioneer Woman. Okay, these are going upstairs. I'm going to keep those upstairs because I do have a set of Pioneer Women stuff. Ashley buys it for me every year. I even have blankets. I love the stuff. I have the casserole dishes, and I love Pioneer Women. So I got these for $1.50. Which, wow, that was a good deal. So that's going to go upstairs. And I paid $1. Well, no. I paid 75 cents because I got the 25% discount. This is Martha Stewart. But it's like, you know, for tags. But I thought, oh, you could use the pictures and stuff in here. Or I could use for tags, you know, but for 75 cents. These are really cute. And you can use part of it. You know, you could cut it in half. And that's what or you could embellish these. There's so much you could do with this. And for 75 cents, I just said yes. And these were $1. And they're supposed to be bulletin boards, but of course, you know, yes, because the red was $1. But they were thick. And I thought, these might work really well. I don't know how easy they're going to be able to cut. But I thought they would be really well for some pieces. Whoa, okay. Oh, that scared me. Zion's down here, and I heard a noise. That's out of California. Is that a... Oh, that is adhesive. Oh, okay. So I bet you I could cut that cork. You see how thick that is? And I only paid $1 for it. And these are bigger pieces. And they're thicker. I might be able to get 4 pieces out of one. I don't know. But yeah, I just grabbed them. Oh, and these are for... I paid $3.99 minus my discount. So for these, Dan and I already had a pair of these. Purple, if you don't know about the Salvation Army, if you find a purple tag, that means it will never be lowered. That's their special color tag, and it will always stay the same price. Now, you do get a discount off of it for like senior, but it will never go to... Purple will never be on sale, I guess is what I'm saying. And Dan got a pair of these, and he went in looking for them about a month ago, and they didn't have them out. Well, they had them out when we went in, and I wore them when I was going through my garage and stuff, and they felt really good for a pair of work gloves. And he likes them for work, so I got a pair for me, and he got him an extra pair. So it was $8 before the 25% discount. So $1.60, and then that's $42 off of 8. So it costs us $3 a pair for those. And I got these. We'll go over in a minute. But I got this. Now I had these on my Amazon wish list, and I think they're still on there because there were several of them. But this is a metal ruler, and you see the edge, it's like a scallop. They're different, and yellow was half off, so I paid $1.50 for this. This is made by Plaid. It is a Plaid product, and I'll show you once I get the tag off where you can see the Plaid. See the Plaid. But it's where if you have paper and you're doing decoupage, or you're doing scrapbooking, or whatever it is you're doing, where you're dealing with paper, and you wet it. I'm looking for paper right now. I've got this, and this is what I'm going to show you with. Let me set this over here. I'm going to show you real quick. Like you want to, I'm looking for a brush to wet this down with. Okay. like you wet the edge, okay? We all know about that, right? But then where you want to cut it, you want it to have a, is that going to work? Oh, yes, it did. I don't know if you can tell. Let me do it this way, not wet. But it's where you can get, yeah, like a different edge. And so where it's not total. But I really like that one. And it's just a real easy way of doing it. And then, of course, you can do it with stiffer paper, too, and get a more defined. And it's a ruler, too. But I thought that was pretty cool because I did have that on my wish list. And I was able to find one for $1.50, which I thought was cool. And then these, I don't know what these are, okay? These were $1. I paid $1 for those. I don't know what it is. It's called Doodle Make Your Own Hand-Woven Baskets. We're fixing to find out together. It's by the Kiwi company. But I figured for $1 because yellow was half off. And so I figured for $1, it would be fun to open it up and see what it was all about anyway. So it comes with a booklet. Hand-woven baskets, fabric dyeing, and basket weaving. And it's supposed to come with t-shirt yarn, basket frames, mess mat, paper cups, gloves, clothespins, yarn needle, and fabric dye. It says you will also need paper towels, tape, and scissors. Well, you can go to a video tutorial at doodlecrate.com and watch it. That's awesome. Basket weaving. Oh, it's even got the dye stuff. Oh, wow. For $1, y'all. Everything's in it. Wow. Okay, there's the gloves. They're actually pretty heavy-duty gloves. Where is this company out of? It does not say. Okay, there's the paper cups, and y'all know that I like paper cups. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's already got the dye stuff, the powder in here. And you just add the water to it. Oh, that's pretty cool. And you could reuse those too if you did want to use the dye. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure what the clothespin are for unless you're holding yarn. Right? There's the needle. They put a craft stick inside with, oh wow. That's, okay. And those evidently are the patterns, the templates. Let me put, okay, that way you can see it. Those must be the templates. That must be the mess mat. That feels like wax rice paper. Oh, wow. Okay. I can think of a lot of things to do with that stuff. Okay. And what is this supposed to be? That's the t-shirt yarn? Really? Oh, and it comes with tissue, which you could reuse also, so don't ever throw tissue paper away. But what is this? I want to know what this is. This looks interesting because I don't know. T-shirt yarn. What is t-shirt yarn? Is it strips of t-shirt? Okay. Well, I don't want to cut it. That's exactly what it is, y'all. Oh my word. Look. Because I know, see how when you stretch it, this is what happens with, oh wow, this could be interesting. Making baskets out of t-shirt yarn. Yeah, I know. I've never heard of such. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to put this stuff back. Of course, I am not going to put the cups back. I'm not going to put the gloves back either, but I will put this stuff back. Maybe we'll experiment around with this on a video. If y'all would like me to do a video with experimenting around with this, let me know. We can do that. I'm going to leave the gloves and the cups out though. Okay, well, let's see what this one is then. This one says grease. Build a I'm sorry, I was reading it. Build a Trojan horse. Craft a spinning collage of, oh no, Santorini and explore Greece. I know I did not pronounce that right. I butchered it. I am so sorry. Okay, let's see what's in here. Again, this is $1. I paid $1 for this. What you get: a sky piece, a land piece, a glue tray, buildings, form squares, domes, glue, paintbrush handle, marker, brad, colored squares. I need scissors and scrap paper. Oh wow. Okay. Look at the little glue tray. Now, I would love these for little paint. I wonder if you can find these somewhere. These would be cool to, there's a Trojan horse, which I know that I will never put together. I don't know what that's for. This is foam pieces. Oh, wow. Okay. This is little pieces. It's almost like a mosaic, I'm going to say. And that tells you how to do it. Oh, wow. Is that really? No, that's not the way it's called. But you do have, pieces here. I'm looking to see. Okay, that's a black marker. Ooh, I sort of like that marker. Okay, I'm keeping that marker. I don't think that paintbrush is going to be good, but it might be good for dry brushing, so I am going to keep the brush. This is glue. Oh, yes, that is glue. And again, ooh, really pretty pink. No, not pink. Purple. Paper. Now, I might use some of that. That's what a braid is. Right there. I might use some of these. They're just foam pieces. I don't know. There may be a time where I could use those. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I will probably give this to somebody. The Trojan wood pieces. This I'll keep. I would like to find some of these. I think I'll Google Lens this and see what comes up. Let's see what's in here. I love the envelope. Somebody that does scrapbooking would love this. You could decorate the front of this. You could cover that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you could put different paper, different color paper in there and use the... Oh, wow, and this is fun facts about grease. This was only $1, y'all. This stuff is really good. I do not know how to pronounce it, but I have had it, and I love it. This right here. We used to, see the cucumbers. We used to dip cucumbers in it. I've not had it in a long time, but it is really good. Does it tell you how to make it? Yes, it does. Oh, that is cool. For $1. Which I probably won't use. But for $1. That's a sticker that says grease. Okay, I'm going to put this back in here. I'm going to put that in there. I really didn't get any. Yes, I did. I got glue and a marker out of this, didn't I? Okay. So that is what we ended up getting. I'm going to put this stuff back in the bag right now. Just to get it off the table. And I'm going to set this down over here. Now, I have this piece over here. Somebody said that they had Mix2Mold. And yes, it was somebody on our Facebook group. And they said that it wasn't Mix2Mold. They cannot get Mix2Mold. They're international, and they can't get Mix2Mold over there. So it was Eco Pour, I believe, that they were using. And they said the acrylic paint was not doing well on their piece. And I thought that we would try this piece. I'm not using. And so I thought we would try to, even though I like it, I know I probably won't use this, so I thought we would try to do some, something a little bit different that I have been running through my head for the last couple of days. And I don't think anybody has ever done this before. I could not find it anywhere. I did massive searches across the board, across Google, across YouTube, across Pinterest, across I looked everywhere I could think of to look. And I didn't see where anybody has done this. And I'm looking for my acrylic paints. I don't know what I've done with my acrylic paint. Zion? No. I have a bunch of them. I have a set of acrylic paints. Oh, here they are. Okay. Nope, that's markers. These are markers too that I forgot that I had. Now this glass paint. I don't want glass paint. Okay. I've hid it from myself. Okay. I have this. We're going to play around. We're going to experiment around. We're going to see if what I was thinking of works. And I hope it does. Because, and we're going to try it on different surfaces. We got it on the Mix2Mold. We're going to try it on wood. And we're going to try it on glass. Yeah, I'm looking. To see what I've got. Different stuff that I can try it on. I'm looking for glass and I'm looking for metal. There's a piece of wood. I know I have all this somewhere. I just don't know where it is right now. Okay. I got glass. I got Mix2Mold. I have wood. I'm looking for something metal. Wow, that might be the hard thing to find. Good gracious, really? I don't have anything metal in here? Well, I have these little things that I bought, and I still haven't figured out what I bought these things for. But that's metal. So I can take one of these out. Metal, glass, wood, and the Mix2Mold. Okay. And hopefully I have white. I don't know how old this is though. But we'll try white. This is pearl. But we'll try it. You know what I'm fixing to try? Do you have a clue to what I'm thinking about doing? You will as soon as I pull this out. You see what I'm going to do? Yes, I'm mixing Mix2Mold with paint. Yes, I am. Not a whole lot at first. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it with y'all. I've not done this. You see how much paint I have in here. Those are 2-ounce cups. You see how much that is. I got a spoonful of Mix2Mold that I just dropped all over everything. I'm getting a handy dandy little thing out here. I'm mixing this in. Oh, way too much Mix2Mold in this. Way too much. So, what I'm going to do is I want to spray some water in with it. No, I put way too much Mix2Mold. So I think I need to put more paint in there too. So the ratio of paint and Mix2Mold is pretty even. And this is not cheap paint. This may be. This is not Master's Touch. Okay, I'm putting more paint. I want it smooth though. I don't want it textured. Okay. And then let's just try this brush. Okay. Now this is raw wood. See if I can do this. I want to see if I get a texture this way. Can y'all see that? Okay. This glass is dirty. This brush is not good. But let's try this. Since the brush is not good. And it's not. See? It's losing hairs. I got these at Walmart. They were cheap. See, there's a hair. There's a hair. Oh, goodness. Now, a lot of this is going to depend on how it dries, too. That's what I want to see. It's just a thin coat. Hope y'all are seeing that. Okay, that's a thin coat on that. Now this is Mix2Mold. We're going to try it with another. It's really streaky. It could be this brush though. Maybe I should get another brush, huh? It's not lumpy. I don't know if that's coming through or not, but it is not lumpy. but it is really, really streaky. Let me see if I can get a brush. Okay, this brush is much better. Can you see the difference? That brush is much, much better. Now there are pieces of the Mix2Mold where I didn't get it really good, but it's going on smooth. It is most definitely going on smooth. Even if there's a lump, it smooths out. So we will see. I want to try to put, I'm going to try to make a batch, though, with, is this Master's Touch? Okay, let's try the Master's Touch. Yeah, okay. Let's try that. I don't have a lid for this for some reason. Let me see if I can put that back on there. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit of water. And then another spoonful. Yep. Of the Mix2Mold. Okay, this paint is reacting differently than the first type of paint. It is a different type of paint. Master's Touch is a better quality paint, I believe, but I am trying to mix it up really, really well. I'm trying to see if I can get something like a really good high quality chalk paint. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. One that doesn't have to be sealed, because you're using Mix2Mold and with the paint. So it could also be used with stencils, which we're fixing to try in just a minute. That's too thick. That would be stencil thick. Oh, let's just try it. Let's just see what painting this on. Oh, wow, that's a major difference right there. Oh, do you see the difference? Oh, my word. Oh, that covers everything up. Okay. Let's go to the wood. That's a part that I did not see. That's not painted at all. So let's, oh yeah. That is full coverage immediately. Oh my. Oh my, my, my. Oh, I hope it dries like I'm hoping it will. Do you see that? Oh, let's see if it blends. Okay, let me just take a little bit of the white. Let's just see if I can blend it. Oh, yes, I can blend it. If I can fade it. Yes, I can. Oh, yes, indeedy. Ooh. We may have just found another use for Mix2Mold, y'all. That's smooth. Okay. That is still wet, but let's just, I just want to see. Oh, wow. Yeah, because I'm putting it on top of some that's not. Let me just get some water down here. Yeah, that's where the paint was on the glass, right there. That's where the textured stuff is. Okay, let's go full strength. Right in here on the regular glass. Oh, look at the coverage, y'all. Look at that coverage. This is full strength. With nothing that was there before. Look at that. Oh my word. This is a regular acrylic paint. A regular acrylic paint does not stick to glass like this. Oh, let's hope it still seals really good. Oh, I'm going to be such a happy camper if this works the way I think it's going to work. And Mix2Mold has just gotten even more. Zion, no. Zion, no. Zion, no. I don't know what he's trying to get up underneath my mold thing, but okay. Yeah, I probably ruined this thing, but I want you to see the coverage. I want you to see how smooth it's going on, y'all. I want you to see the coverage. First coat. Yeah, this brush is losing hairs too. Boy, I need some good brushes. Look at. I wish you could see this. I don't know if it's, see, it's got, it'd be good if I didn't have stuff getting into it through my brush, but okay. I'm gonna set that over there. Let's try it on the metal. Oh, that's gonna, let's try it on the metal. Zion, no. Zion, no. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Let's try the metal. Let's see how it's going to stick to the metal. I just want to know what it's going to do with everything. Which this is really thick and lumpy. But it does smooth out. It most definitely smooths out. Okay, we're going to let that sit right there and dry. I wonder what it does with cardboard. I wonder what it does with, let's just try it on this. Oh, look at that. This is plastic. You can see the coverage. Let me just do this. Yeah, it may look lumpy when it goes on, but if you just take your brush, it smooths right out. And I want you to see, now this is one coat. You saw me, and it's on there. It covered it. This is Mix2Mold with acrylic paint. Not chalk paint, just acrylic paint. Oh my word. It just well on plastic. It goes on smooth on plastic. Oh my. I'm just trying to get the streaks out as much as possible. But look at that. Okay. I still have some, so let me find a stencil. Oh, I got one right here. Let me just see if I can get it off the thing real quick. Sorry if you can see my arm. Okay. And I'm just going to try this real quick. Okay, I'm trying to get more on my brush to finish the... I don't want to slip, but I'm not getting enough on my brush. I'm afraid I've already slipped. And I did, but that still looks really cool. Okay. I'm going to mix this. Okay, let me see if I can get another stencil. There's your seashells. Let me just try. Let's just... Oh, yeah. Oh, I can see where... Yes, indeedy. Okay. Let me just see if I can't find... Do I have enough? Okay, let's see if I've got enough to do. Just do this. without pulling the paint up. Oh, I pulled it up. Oh, poo-poo. It's okay. It's not dry yet, so that's what... That's what we need to know if it's going to stick. But it's still wet, so... Okay. Oh, that would have been cool to do. I've already thrown it away. Okay. Let's just... Okay. I have paint all over my fingers. But it's paint that's got Mix2Mold in it, so... We are going to... Yeah, I just got it all over that wood, but that's okay. I'm going to dry this stuff, but I want to get this stuff off my fingers because it does have the Mix2Mold in with it. I hope you can see all of this. Okay. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to set this one up here because I'm going to reseal that one before I just throw it in the bag. Put that on there. And these I'm going to get back up here real quick, y'all. We need to give it a couple of minutes. I'm going to use the heat gun to try to dry it quicker, but I sort of want it to dry a little bit before I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these back. Okay. And I'm back up there except for the ones I have to clean up. Okay, we've got our pieces. We've got all of our pieces. Okay, on the wood, it is pretty dry. See, it's not coming off. That's the reason why I wanted to wipe my hands off good, so you could see if it was coming off. When I did that, let me get it off better because I still have some on my thumb. Okay. So it's not coming off. And I'm scrubbing. It's not coming off. Okay. we're going to try a little bit of sandpaper. I'm just going to see how it works with sandpaper. Yeah. Wow, the paint. Oh, wow. Okay. See where I textured it, but that paint is... Do you see that? Now, this is a fine sandpaper, okay? Oh, wow. Do you see how it's taking that texture and making it flat? Okay. Let's see what happens here. Oh, wow, y'all. Oh, wow. You're seeing this, right? Okay, let's go with a coarser. Let me just go with my fingernail file. Here we go. Fingernail file. Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm gonna love this. You see? Oh, it's not coming off. There's on wood, it does not come off, and it dried. But now this was unsealed wood, but it is not coming off of there. Okay, now this is not dry. So we're gonna dry this. I don't think it's dry. Nope, it's too thick. Okay. And I know this is not dry. I can tell this is not dry. This is plastic, and I'm going to be really, really surprised if it's going to stick to this. Without something on the bottom of this, I would be amazed. I should have sanded it down a little bit. I think it would have stuck without any issue. But on top of just a flat plastic lid, it will surprise me if it does stick. This needs another coat. But you see how well that covered that metal? See, that's coming off. That's not coming off right there. Let me wipe my hands off again. Because it was wet in a spot, and I could feel it on my hands when it hit. And I'm rubbing hard too, y'all. It's not, I'm trying to dry it off. It's wet right here. You see, you can tell it's wet right there. It's dry right here. Right here it's dry. You see my hands? It's not coming off. It is not coming off. And you can hear me rubbing. You can see how fast I'm going. It's not coming off. Now, if I took... It's not coming off that way either. You can see. It's not coming off. Now, if I took my nail and did this, it's going to come off. Oh, not as much as, oh, okay. With one coat, I think it would be full coverage, and I don't think you'd have to seal it. Same thing with this. See, I'm rubbing, y'all. Let's try the sandpaper with this. Let's see if we get the same effect with this. Now, this is fine sandpaper, but I want you to see this. I am rubbing with sandpaper on this glass, y'all. The blue where it was wet, but not the white where it's dry. You see this? It's not coming off the sandpaper. Now this is not dried as much as the white. And so it is coming off a little bit. But it's still sandpaper that I'm using. And it's not pulling it all off. Okay, let's try this. This is a baby wipe. My ring hit it right there. But it's not. You see this? I have to scrub it to get it off. Can I get it off? Let's see how much I have to scrub. And I am scrubbing. Okay? I am literally putting pressure. You can see I am putting pressure on this. And I am using my thumb with a wet baby wipe. And it's not easy. But yes, it will come off with just that one coat. But I'm putting pressure on it, y'all. It's not where if you took a damp rag and you wiped it, it's going to come off. And this is just one coat. I'm putting pressure. And it's not wanting to all come. Look. Right there. I'm having to go back and forth, back and forth. So do I think that 2 coats would have sealed this? Most definitely. On glass. Yep, I do. And it's not been drying a long time. And you can tell this is not coming off easy. So yeah, in my book, this is a winner. Sandpaper. Sandpaper. You can hear it. You can hear it hitting it. Sandpaper is not removing it. Wow, y'all. Oh, this is awesome. This is not going to do the same. Sandpaper will take this right off. This is plastic. There's no way that the sandpaper is not going to... Oh, seriously? Zion? Get off of our car. Zion is on top of our car, y'all. It is taken, but you can hear me. You can see me going back and forth. This is just a plastic lid that has not been primed. Oh my goodness, y'all. There you go. I'm going to wipe the dust off. I'm using my fingernail as almost a knife to go up and push that stuff off of there. Wow. Wow. See, I can do the same thing with this with my fingernail. But it's not easy. Let me get this one. Oh yeah, sandpaper. To clean up your edges. Oh, there we go. Look at that. And I don't know if you can feel the texture. So, hold on a minute. We're going to do this so you can see. Let me see if I can do this without getting it everywhere. Oh, this is so much fun. I need silver, though. I think I'd rather have silver than gold. That's just my preference. Yes. That most definitely is my preference. Oh, this is so much fun. It adds enough texture for you to bring it out. I hope y'all are seeing this. Oh, look at that. Oh, how fun is that? Oh, 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 oh. Here we go. Let's see if it sticks. Oh, it's not sticking. Why is that not sticking? See, that's good to know. It's not sticking. No, it's not sticking. Why is it not sticking there? Well, let me just pull it off and put it on there, but it's not staying. I think it's because it's wet. There it goes. Okay. Oh, that is just too cool. Look at that. That is just cool. Okay, well that opens up a whole new world for me with Mix2Mold. Yes, indeedy it does. And see, this is the drier it gets. I want you to see. I mean, I'm using sandpaper, okay? You see the pieces? You see how much I'm having to... I'm really, really, really having to sand that off to get that off of there. You see my fingers turning white. And you can hear me. You can hear it. I think if I had left this overnight and let it set, it would have been on there. Okay, we're going to try something else now too. Yeah, we're going to play around with this Mix2Mold a little bit, because I got some more ideas. And I want y'all to do me a favor. I know no one else has tried this, okay? I've looked and it's not out there. So for any of y'all that watch any other channel, I don't care who they are, and if you see them doing this and saying it's their idea, please at least put a comment on their channel and let them know that, you know, on this date you saw it on my channel. And sadly, there's people out there that do that, and I know it, and there's not really anything you can do about it. But for all of y'all that watch me, and if you watch another channel, I know some of you do watch other channels that have done this in the past, I would love it if, you know, I'm hoping it doesn't happen. You know, it would be great. But if it does, I'm just asking if you would, for just as a courtesy, put in, you know, on their video in the comments that actually, no, you saw it done on Southern Lady's channel on this date. That would be awesome. And I would so appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Now this one, oh, let's bend it. Let's bend it and see what happens. Wow, y'all, I'm bending it. It ain't moving. Seriously? Wow, it's not cracking, y'all. Wow. Okay. Come on. Wow, it's not. Okay. That paint ain't moving. Oh, I got dust from sanding. Wow. Alrighty. Now this I think would scratch off, so I'm going to let this set overnight, and we're going to try it. I think I would spray that, maybe. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're going to use this. Okay, we're going to use this little cup. We're going to use a little bit more Mix2Mold. Oh, this is fun. So this is the kind of stuff I love doing. Okay. And let's see here. Let's go with this. And yes, this is a resin pigment. It is. It's a resin pigment. It is. I'm getting a popsicle stick. I'm covering it up to keep it from the powder from coming up. And yes, I'm just spraying out of my bottle. Now you saw me. This is Lutz Resin Pigment. Okay, to get this creamier consistency right here. And I don't have the right tools out here, but we're going to wing it. This is just Mix2Mold with some Lutz Resin Pigment in it. Look at that pretty blue with Mix2Mold and Resin Pigment. I wish I had my... Let me try this. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, I can't. I can't get the okay, let's go this way. So I can smooth it out some. Yeah, this is not doing it. Let me just get it on there. And then I'll use something else, because this is, yeah. This This is not smoothing it out. Okay. I need my little, I know what I need, but I don't have it in here. That is so too thick, but now I know you can use this. You can do the same thing with joint compound. I know you can. But why get two things if you can use the same thing for different? I need my little palette knife, and I don't have that out here. But what I want to try, and we're going to go ahead and dry this. This is stuff, you know, most of us have resin pigment. Most of us have, I know most that watch my channel, if they can get it, has Mix2Mold. Some of us may not have joint compound, or there's something in there, but I'll leave it alone. Textured paste, or what else am I trying to think? Gel medium. Oh wow. Oh wow, do you see this? It's still wet. That's too wet. Wait for it to dry a little bit. Okay, let's put this down here. I want that to get a little bit. Not that I'm making any great design, okay? I'm not. I wasn't planning on doing this. I had another reason for doing this background, but because it just happened, then I've got to keep trying this. Yeah, the key is to let it not be so sticky. Oh, this is just too fun right here. Oop, I made it too wet. Okay, we're going to make some more. Now remember, this was just strictly Mix2Mold powder with Let's Resin, Resin Pigment, and a little bit of water. So I'm going to take, washing my hands off again. And I'm going to wash this cup out. I like these little cups, and this stuff just wipes right out. I'm doing it over here by the garbage can, and no, you can't see me. You don't need to see me wipe out a cup. Okay. And I'll take a paper towel. And I'm drying it off. Okay. And I'm going to go get another stencil. And this time, I'm not sure what we're going to get. Let me take them off the thing and look at them. They're stuck though. These two, that's a jellyfish, a starfish, and yeah, I don't want those. So, although the jellyfish will be cool, I don't want that right now either. Now that one might be cool because it's big. And it would be thick. That might be cool to have a little bit. That's a turtle. Let's do something else. So I'm looking for something. What is that? That's a crab. That's a snail. That might be fun. Oh, that would be cool. That's a big old fish. I look at the seahorse, but that's not as big. I want an open. There's a mermaid. Where's the other mermaid? Fish. I know there was another mermaid. What did I do with it? Oh, that was the mermaid tail. I don't know which one I want to do, y'all. Let's just go with this and try this. And I can do that all white. I know, it's nothing fancy. Uh-oh. Well, I got halfway. Okay, this should be right. Nope. There's one. Just covering it up. Where is it? No. There it is. Okay. So, let's go with a different blue. Let's go with that and this. Once again, we're using the Mix2Mold. I think that's enough. I think it's probably too much, but okay. And I'm using the Let's Resin light green in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably 10 drops. And then I'm using the regular blue with the Let's Resin. And I'm going to get a clean popsicle stick. And I'm just mixing this before I add water to it. I'm sort of incorporating it into the powder mixture a little bit. Until I see the powder sort of take on the color a little bit. As you can see, it's sort of taking on the blue hue. As you can tell. And I am scraping the sides. Okay, and I'm going to spray it to wet it down. And because this is Mix2Mold, you don't have a lot of working time because it will get hard on you. But you can see I'm playing around with it. Now, I don't know if we'll get any kind of glitter color, but I'm going to also add this in just a minute. And a little bit more water, just a little bit at a time. I'd rather it be too thick and me have to add more water than too runny and me have to add more Mix2Mold. That I don't want happening. And I am mixing it quite vigorously with this popsicle stick because I want it creamy. I don't want it lumpy. And I'm adding, I think this is empty. Yeah, that's empty. Okay. I love this stuff. Anybody who has been watching me knows. And I'm almost out of it. This is the rainbow alcohol ink. And I am adding it to see if I get any kind of glitter effect. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't really see a glitter effect, but we're going to add some of this glitter. This is from Temu. And it's an ultra fine, and it does penetrate through this Mix2Mold, which is great. And yes, you see fine little bits of it, which is what I wanted. Okay. And I wish I had a card. I could just move it with a card, but I don't have a card out here. Get a card, you could put pressure down and get an even. This is real hard to do. I'm using my fingers, y'all. I do better with my fingers than anything else. I can control the pressure. I know where it's going. And I'm going to get some water. I'm looking for a thinner liner brush. Let's see if this will work. Okay. Put this up here. I'm going to rinse this off. I'm going to put this back up here. We do know now, in a pure powder state, Mix2Mold, and at least Let's Resin Pigment does work to color Mix2Mold. And we're going to dry this. So even if you don't have mold, y'all, you can use Mix2Mold. You could use Mix2Mold with texture art. I don't have any of my, I just said it not too long ago. I don't have any of my tools out here. The palette knives that's got different shapes to the end. That's what they're called, right? Palette knives. Some are triangle, some are round, some are square. You can buy them in all different shapes. I actually have the round and the triangle one, and they work really well. And this would work with that type of art where you actually just, you know, you draw flowers, you draw a tree, you do, and you could do it on cardboard, you could do it on a canvas, you could do it on wood, you could do it on plastic, you could do it on glass, you can use it on top of Mix2Mold. I think you can even do it on metal, y'all. You can use Mix2Mold even if you don't have one mold in stock. And that's what I wanted to say. I don't know. I went to bed thinking about this, and I thought, wow, wouldn't it be great to be able to make a good durable chalk? Something similar to chalk paint without having to spend the money on chalk paint, especially if you've already got Mix2Mold. Especially if you just had one small project and you were wanting to do something with chalk paint and you had acrylic paint. Cheap acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree. You know, you add a little bit of Mix2Mold and you get that durability from the Mix2Mold in with the paint. And of course, we all know that it paints up really, really well. Of course, I covered it with this, but I mean, it's already dry. That is already dry too. And yeah, that's not going anywhere. Oh, it's coming off though. It's coming off of my hand. Oh, it's because my hands were wet. I just used the baby wipe. Okay. We're also going to try to sand this off just a little bit. Well, it may not be dry enough. I'm just trying to get the roughness off the top of it. And in between. Wow, that worked. Boy, that was simple. Can y'all see the sparkle in there? And it's definitely not flat. You can see that, right? And those are hard. So I got the silver pen out. Let's see how it works. See if I can do this. Much rather have a smaller one, but We'll try it. I don't want it to get that thick. Okay, I don't like that. Hold on a minute. I want a thinner. See, it's going on the side. I don't want that. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Oh, I can. I sort of like the fact that I can to a certain degree. Okay, I don't like that it's too thick. I want something thin. I want a thin. Let's see if I can get a thin one out of this. Wow, it's not even working. No, I can't. One's too thick and the other one's not working. Okay, well that's not working then. Well, I can't get the line that I want. And I wanted silver. Okay, here we go. Let's make our own. And you get to see this funny looking tool at work. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm using the bright tone sealer. Very little of this, actually. Very, very little. A spoonful. Sorry. Yeah, my phone went off and I was reading a comment that was left on one of the videos, but I don't know which one it was because I stopped reading it. Yes, I got distracted, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, and I'm adding a little bit, probably way too much, actually, of the Temu Silver mica. It's like a chrome mica. And I got them through Temu over a year ago. This stuff lasts forever because it takes very little. That's the same thing I did on the coasters. Now, I could use glue and then just put silver foil, but I'm not going to go through that much This is just a trial piece. I'm not going to do anything with this piece. I'm just showing you what can be done. So, okay. We're going to get this little thing out. And slowly put it in there. Now when I put the, now watch the top, when I take the red thing, you see how it goes down? And I put a little bit more. And it's going to go down again, you see? But that's okay. And I guess this is going to work on this. I don't know. It worked on the other. I don't see why it wouldn't work on this. That's too thick, but it will work. I'm putting way too much in there. And holding it up is hard, y'all. Trying to make sure that y'all can see. And I'm up underneath the light. It's really hard. Okay, maybe this is not dry enough. Maybe it's clogging up underneath there. If that's the case, it's not going to work. And that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, it's clogged up. Okay. So wait for that to dry. Don't do what I'm doing. Where? Wait for it to dry. And you probably won't have any of these issues that I'm having. Yeah, it's not going to work because I've clogged it up on the... Because normally it writes... Yeah, it's not even writing on that. Okay, so I have clogged it up. Which means I'm going to have to put alcohol down in there and clean it out. Because it's clogged. There it goes. Okay, use one of these. This thing works really well. Just do it on something dry and not wet. Yeah, it's in there. I can feel it. Oh, I hope it doesn't get stuck in there, because that will ruin it. I'm still pulling stuff out of it. Let me get a clean one. Oh no. Let me try this. These are a little bit bigger. These might work a little bit better. Oh yeah. Okay, let me try some water in here. Let's see if I can get it to go down. Yeah, okay, it's going through. I know you can't see this, but it is going through. And I am going to sand that off to get that off, because it's just not on there good. And I don't think it's dry enough. It is what it is. I could probably try to put sealer on it though real quick. But I don't want a shiny sealer. But let's try it real quick. Let's just see. Something really soft. Okay, well that was easy enough. So we'll see if the silver works once that dries. I'm going to put this in the water. Let me get I need more water in this. Okay. And I don't want that to get hard, so we'll put this stuff up and we'll try to get our stuff put up. And I will try to clean that, blow it up dry to get it to dry quicker, and then we'll try the silver thing again. So maybe I can show you how that does truly work. Sadly, I lost a lot of the glitter in here though when I put that gloss on there. Let's see what it looks like when it dries. With the brush hair I'm trying to get out of there. Look at that, yeah. See if the silver works. I don't know. Nope. Maybe it's the pen. I think it's the pen. One that didn't work real well. Yeah, that's the one that did not work real well with the Let's resin. Yeah, it's most definitely, this pen is not a good pen. And it is a Let's Resin pen. A chrome pen, and these are not cheap. Oh goodness. Okay. Wow. it's better than nothing, but I'm not through. I want to show you what this does. This is a nifty little thing when it does work. I need to put more in there. Okay. Hope you can see this. Put some more on there. Uh-oh, this is not, that's not dry right there. Yeah, do this when your item is dry. Because you're not going to be able to see it now. Yeah, and that was the not the paint, the sealer. Because the sealer is not, it's still, yeah. That's a shame. But I'll leave it there. Oh wow, it's still, can you see it writing on? Which I could have used something a little bit darker to write on, but yeah, I do use alcohol. I have this black, and I'm gonna try this, and this might be a mistake, but I don't like the way this is so dark. Nope, that's not working now either. Okay. I'm not giving up yet. You know me. See, I don't like that right there now. And I can't get one of them to work. It's because it's not dry, y'all. It's because I'm trying to do it faster. You should let this set and dry overnight before you try to do what I'm doing. But because of the sake of the video, I always try to do it faster. Uh-oh. See, that came off. Because I'm messing with it and it's still wet. See, it's sticking to my finger. That's okay. Well, no, I don't really like that. It looks sort of rough. But it tells you what you can do. with, if it had been dry, this would have been wonderful. You can see how the lines and stuff, and you can get thin lines or you can get thicker lines, and this thing is a wonderful tool right here, and it's like almost like writing with a pen. And yep, I'm cleaning it out again, and I have to do that now. I'm not going to wait because I don't want it to get clogged up. And it will if I wait too long. Oh, thanks for falling on top of my head again. Making sure I got it all out of there. And I do use alcohol for this to clean this out. And yes, I also cleaned the little cap that I'll show you. And what I do is I just take a baby wipe and put it over one of these. See, it's got paint down in there. And I do it until I don't see any down in there anymore. I think I got it all. Okay. I'm going to put that back on there. Yeah, I've got some of that Bright Tone sealer on me, and it's sticking, which means it's sticking on that. Just make sure you let your stuff dry before you go to the next step. Let it dry really good before you ever even put the sealer on it. Let it dry overnight, I would say, and then put the sealer on and let the sealer dry for at least a half an hour, and then you can do whatever you want. And I think it would work. I think it would just fly down there. But I'm sitting here trying to put it over, you know, sticky sealer that's not dried yet. Okay. So, y'all let me know what you think. I think this is great. I think I'm going to absolutely love it. Of course, you know, that's the stencil. This is Mix2Mold with paint. No, this is Mix2Mold with resin pigment, believe it or not. This is also the textured Mix2Mold with resin pigment. You saw me paint this prior to with just paint and Mix2Mold. This is just paint and Mix2Mold. And you saw me bend it, you saw me twist it, it did not crack. And this is plastic. And of course, this is the loveliest thing. This is Mix2Mold on top of Mix2Mold with paint and Mix2Mold. And then I stenciled this on there. But that is just, I think you can actually make a very durable, very similar chalk paint with regular acrylic paint and Mix2Mold. Now, I also want to try Mix2Mold with watercolors. I think that would be exceptional. And if it wasn't so light, oh, we got a little bit. We're gonna try it, y'all. We're gonna just try it. I just want to test it out. And since Bria Reese sent me some watercolors, and they did, they sent me watercolors. So we're going to use their watercolors. And we're going to see if we can't do watercolors. And I'm looking for something that I can do this with. Oh, and I found the perfect thing. We're going to just do some of these Mix2Mold houses. Here we go. They've not been sealed. Stick these back in here. Okay. And I'm going to wet these. We're going to set this over here. We're going to put these up here. We're going to get another little cup. I've got a couple of these. We're going to put some Mix2Mold in here. We're going to just put a spoonful. That's probably way too much. I'm going to take a little bit and put in the third one. We got 3 houses. It's still going to be way too much. We don't need that much. I'm putting some of it back, y'all. Because we're not going to I'm still putting a little bit back. Because these are watercolors. And so we're basically, what we're going to be doing here is just putting, I'm looking for the good brush. Where's it at? Oh goodness, it's loaded with paint. Let's see if I can get the paint off of it. Okay. Once again, let's load these down. And think I want a greenhouse. Oh. Let's go. Let's go green. I don't want it too thick. Let's try that. Let's just try. This is watercolor. So let's just see what happens with watercolor with the Mix2Mold. Okay. I'll put a little bit more, some yellow in there. I'll put a little bit more in. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know what it's doing. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for something else to put that on. Now this is watercolor, and normally watercolor would not go on glass. Just plain watercolor. Not like this, it wouldn't. That's watercolor. Wow. Okay. Let's add a little bit more. Yep, put it all in there. Let's just see what happens. See what it looks like. You can feel it. You can feel it on there. With a Mix2Mold, you can actually feel it. Trying to get it out of the little holes. And then I'll brush it again. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to just brush one of these with just watercolor and see what the difference is. Just watercolor. It has a different head blue mixed in, so this is not quite. It had that blue mixed in with it. That looks much lighter, doesn't it? But let's try it on the glass. That's just watercolor on the glass right there. Let's see what the difference is. We'll finish that up and redo that. Okay. That's much lighter than that one. Huh? That's one with Mix2Mold. But I did put the blue in there, so it's not quite, say, because that was water in it. Let's see if that darkens it. So, yeah, that's what it is. It's because I mixed the colors, which is not really a fair. Oh, wow. Oh, that's sort of cool, though. Do I get the same effect with that one? No, but they're cool effects. I don't know if Mix2Mold makes much difference. Let's try this color. What color is that? It's still running. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can just put the darker color in. And then wipe. Oh, yes you can. Yes you can. Okay. But it's still not real thick, so let's get some color on our brush and inside this thing with some water. Okay, now let's add a little bit more Mix2Mold in here. And let's just see. I'm just adding very little. knew what it did on like wood and other things. But let me do another house. Oh, this is thicker. And you can tell it's a lot thicker, and it does not look like watercolor at all. With that much Mix2Mold in there. Yeah, I'm seeing if I can get it to come off like the other, and no, not as much. I'm having to really press to get it off, but I can. Okay, I'm looking for a little piece of wood that I can, let's see if it covers this up. Oh, I already put my brush in there. Oh, poo-poo. Let's just add a little bit more then. Oh. Yeah, they had wax on it. And I'm amazed that it's even taking it, but it is not, it's not wanting to. It is definitely not wanting to take it. And that had wax put on it. Yeah, you see? Look at that. And that's from the wax being on there. That's wild. But it still took, look how it took the purple. Even with the wax on there. It still took the purple. That's wild. And that's watercolor. So y'all can use watercolor in Mix2Mold too. Oh, that's wild. Now this has got Mix2Mold in it. Okay. And maybe that's why. Maybe because it bonds. Mix2Mold will bond with dry Mix2Mold. That I do know. And maybe that's the reason why it's doing this. but it most definitely is absorbing into it, and this has been sealed. So what that's telling me is because it's got Mix2Mold in it, it's bonding with it anyway. That's wild. Let's see if it takes the grain. Oh, yes, it does. Look at that. It's like it's a sponge for the... Wow. Watercolors. Wrong color grain. That's crazy. Okay, I need to find wood. I need to find some wood. I've got plenty of Mix2Mold. Okay, here's some more wood. I have no idea what time it is, but I think it's late. I think it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Yes, that is late. I want a blue. I don't have a blue. Let's try this color. Okay, let's try something different. I'm trying to make it thicker. Let's make it a little bit thicker. Let's get a little bit more of that in there. Okay. Yeah, now this is thicker. That's what I want to see. It's almost like Mix2Mold is drying on there. Yeah, I had to put more water down there because the Mix2Mold, it was like it was drying on it. You see, look at the brush. This is definitely not the same coverage as the acrylic paint, but it's still, I want to see how it is when it dries. Because of course this is watercolor and it should be thinner. And this was really, really thick. Yeah, see, look at that. It's almost like the brush doesn't want to even move it. But I've got a really soft brush here. I do not have a hard, firm brush either, so that may make the difference. Let's try this. Okay. Adding water to it helps. I'm trying to get the whole thing covered. Okay. See if it takes color without the mixed mold. Good. It does. See, adding some on my brush. What does that do? Okay, it dissolves in there. Nope. I'm trying to use the rest of the mixed mold that's in here. Okay. Oh wow, you can feel it. You can definitely feel it when you use your fingers. You can feel the mixed mold in there. It is thick. It is it almost feels like a gel, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, 101 finger painting. This is wild. Okay. That was just watercolor where I'm putting it now. No, that was just the watercolor, right? That's weird. Yeah, okay, so it's just taking it right off. That's what I wanted to say. But where the Mix2Mold is, it is not. Okay. This is where the Mix2Mold was. Yeah, you can feel it right in here where the Mix2Mold stuff was. Yeah, it's not taking it totally off. It is on there. But where just the watercolor, see, you can see, look. It just comes right off. See, that's where it was just watercolor. But that is where the Mix2Mold is. That's where the watercolor was, and you can see where I wonder if you could put Mix2Mold all over the glass and it would. Boy, I'm making a mess now. Oh, look what I've done to the. Okay. Yes, I'm making a mess. But it's fun. It's like making mud pies. And it cleans up fairly easy. Because it's watercolor, it comes right off. I hope. Let's test that theory right now. Okay, I don't know how much difference it is with watercolor, to be quite honest. I don't think it really makes a difference with watercolor. I do not. But it most definitely makes a difference when you add acrylic. With the Mix2Mold. I'm just wondering if you poured Mix2Mold. Okay, so I don't see much difference with the Mix2Mold and you can use watercolor and with Mix2Mold. You can. So if you have watercolor and you want to use it, it most definitely works with Mix2Mold. As you can, as you've seen here, it does work. I don't think it makes the paint any different. It's still fades, and it's maybe not as transparent. Yep, I added too much. I was afraid of that. I'll let it sit for a few minutes and maybe get a little thick. Okay. We can put some of this stuff up. I used a little bit of Mix2Mold I had left to play around with this. And I have to say, now the watercolor, when you put enough in there, does give it a different consistency. And when I was using my fingers with this, that right there, it felt almost like a gel. And it does make watercolors a little bit less transparent and more opaque. And that little marker just doesn't, oh my goodness gracious, it does not want to stay up there. So we're just moving it all together. But that is acrylic with Mix2Mold on plastic. It is not cracking, which is unreal. Okay, that is unreal. This is Mix2Mold. Oh, I got it on there. Yeah, that splatter. This is Mix2Mold using stencil, and it's sort of 3D-ish. You can tell it's not flat, and it will even form. That's Mix2Mold, and I formed it, and that's on wood. So you can most definitely do textured art on wood, and this is still wet. So just be sure that you dry your stuff prior to. This is my favorite piece of the night, and it most definitely will be a game changer for me with Mix2Mold pieces. It's Mix2Mold on top of Mix2Mold with acrylic paint. I will most definitely be painting Mix2Mold pieces with acrylic mixed in with Mix2Mold also. But I'm also going to try to on canvas. And I'm also going to do some glass stuff. I'm trying to get this thicker, but I think I've just got it way too thin. It's not going to. I want it to drip. I just got my fingerprints all over. And it's too thin for that. Yeah, that's on wood. I think you could definitely paint with using a little bit of the Mix2Mold and with watercolor to make it more opaque. That works. I think mixing the Mix2Mold in with acrylic makes it more like a chalk paint, which gives it a better grab to what you're painting on. Plastic, a non-porous surface, nothing, and it's not cracking, it's not going anywhere. And I put sandpaper on there. I put sandpaper on this. So, and I even did it on that before I covered it up with the texture. And I will be using that more. I think it's cool that you can take, if you've got Mix2Mold, I don't know if it'll work with any other brand, because I'm only using Mix2Mold, so I can't tell you that it's going to work. I think it's going to work with the metal too. You see how vibrant? That was one coat. Will it probably need to be sealed? Yeah, I could probably seal it, but I mean, you know, that's one coat on metal. I'm really excited about that. There's a lot of things that I want to try with Mix2Mold. Instead of just using it for pouring into a mold. I want to create more of my own artwork instead of just using a regular mold. And so that was the purpose of this. That and to see the paint. I wanted to see if I could turn it into more of a chalk paint and with acrylic. And I have achieved that, I do believe, because that, it's not coming off. That was already in my hands. No, that's not the paint. That's that rub and buff stuff that I put on there. That's what that is. That's that rub and buff stuff. Let me do the blue over here. I thought, why is that coming off? Because it didn't earlier. But that's the rub and buff stuff that I put on there. The silver. And now I've got it all over my hands. But see, it's not coming off. The blue, the paint, it's not coming off. The rub and buff stuff will. Yeah. See? Yeah, the rub and buff stuff is. But the blue is not. And that's sort of, you can feel it. You can feel the texture in there. And that's just stencil. That was so easy. You saw it. But y'all try it if you have Mix2Mold. And if you don't have Mix2Mold, if you're using EcoPore, if you're over in the UK or somewhere where you cannot get Mix2Mold, or that I think you can get Resincrete, I think, over in the UK and overseas and in Australia and even Canada. I know Mix2Mold is working on trying to get it over in Canada. I thought maybe they already had, but if you can't get Mix2Mold, y'all try it with whatever brand you're using and let me know what happens, please. I would love to know. But you just take, well, you saw me. You take just a little bit of your acrylic paint and mix like a spoonful. And that's a little spoon. That's not even a teaspoon, y'all. I got these at the Dollar Tree, and they're little. I mean, they're the size of my thumb. I don't have a big thumb. But yeah, they're not a teaspoon, maybe a half a teaspoon. But it, you know, you saw me fill it. I would say heaping. It wasn't flat or level, but I mixed that with about the same amount of acrylic paint. And you can add a little bit of water as you need it, but you want it. You don't want it thick like paste. When I did this, you want it on a almost like a buttermilk consistency. To use it as paint. And when it dries, see, I'm rubbing. This is on plastic. This had no, that tells me right there that this is going to be wonderful. And that's what is so great about chalk paint. It will grab a hold without you having to prime. And it gives it a flat, and you're getting the flat on that. Even though it was an acrylic paint, you're getting the flat sheen on that. So I'm real happy with the outcome, and I'm real excited to show y'all. And I don't think anybody has ever played around with it. And I will be experimenting around with a few more things with the Mix2Mold. Y'all know I love that product. And so if we can use that for a lot of different things, then that's just helpful for all of us. So, okay, I'm going to end this video here, even though I've got, this is not getting thick enough for me to drop on that jar. Even though I wanted to, it's still too thin, and I don't want to open up another one. I was going to see if I could get it to drip and, you know, where it wouldn't run. But I think it's going to run. Let's try it. Yeah, I know I said I was going to end the video. I'm bad about doing that, aren't I? But see, it's just going to run all the way down, I think, before it gets hard. I thought maybe if I got it thick enough that it would stop and we could see how it would hold up on the glass, which would be really cool. A really cool effect if we could get it to go down. You sort of control how it goes down. But this is fun right here. It is for me anyway. We had deer in our backyard all day long today. They were hopping right over the fence. And Buster was running out there, and it was like, I talk to Buster like he can understand what I'm saying, y'all. I've done that with every animal I've ever had. I was telling him, I said, now you better stay away from those deer. And it was like he was listening to me, because he would go out in the yard, but he wouldn't get anywhere near where the deer was. He would stay clear of them. Okay, this is sort of cool. This is sort of cool. And then, of course, I didn't make enough, but you could actually make enough and fill in the bottom. Yeah, I've got the bottom. It broke through. But you could fill it in. I'm going to let that dry. But it did work. It didn't drip all the way down. You could control pretty much where it was dripping, which is really, really cool, because you know Mix2Mold dries rock hard. I'll pick this up to show you. I'll turn it up this way so you can even see it. That's just another way of using Mix2Mold, y'all. And then you paint over that, which of course this is not complete, but it gives you, there's so many things, just so many things that you can do other than just pouring it inside a mold. And that's what I wanted to show you. But I am excited about the paint thing. That is a discovery. I think it's a new discovery. I don't think anybody has done that before. I couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, and I looked. I searched for a couple of days, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I hope y'all will try it. I am excited about it. I will be using it more and more, and you'll see me using it with a lot of different stuff. And I'm going to say good night, because I think it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. What time is it? No, it's 2:22. it's 2:22 in the morning. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you thought, if you're going to try it. And as always, hit that thumbs up button for me. This has just been a wonky video, hasn't it? I didn't really do any product, but I showed you different ways of using the Mix2Mold, and I am really happy about this. I'm excited about it because it's just a new way of using what we already have, and the same thing with the stencils and getting the texture with the Mix2Mold. So, alrighty. If you've not subscribed, I would love for you to do so. That would be awesome. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And, oh, the Facebook group, the description, no, the link for that is in the description box. But if you can't find it in the description box, just go to Facebook and do a search for Southern Lady Artistic Creators. It will pop right up. And I think that is it. I am so tired that my mind is just going blank. Every time my mouth opens, it's like, huh? I want to say a big thank you for each and every one of you. I am so thankful that I have the viewers that I have. I feel very blessed, and it's because of you. So thank you so very much, and I will see you again really soon. Bye-bye.